I'm Michael Bain, and welcome to Triggered, coming to you as always from Dragon House Studios at the secret hidden bunker in the Rocky Mountains, brought to you this week by MTM Case Guard. And today I want to show you, oh my God, get ready. This is the deadliest weapon in the history of man on the planet. This thing is so deadly, it's deadlier than a Barrett 50 BMG. It's deadlier than a Chinese spy balloon. It's deadlier than a nuclear missile with MIRV capabilities. It is a short-barreled rifle. And ATF has just spent a lot of time explaining to you that this is deadly beyond words. Now, I know you're thinking when you look at this, well, gosh, Michael, what that actually is a Glock G34 9mm with a Steiner MPS optic setting in a Recover Tactical 2020 chassis. In fact, we built this gun on Triggered, and we're going to go ahead and link you up to, I think it was January 2021 when we did the build, but we built this chassis system gun on the show to show you what a great gun it was. And as a braced gun, it has a Velcro loop that when you shoot it, you're shooting it like this, say, with the Velcro loop around your hand. I decided I wanted to register a Glock lower as a short-barreled rifle. For this, for a lot of other reasons, there are other chassis systems that also require a registered Glock lower. So I did that through e-forms. I paid $200. I got back a big thing that says approved. I got a tax stamp. It took 30 days from the minute I pushed the button to actually get the approval. And since I got the approval, I've gone hog wild, hog wild. I've taken off the Velcro strap. Whoa. Whoa, scary, wasn't it? Took hours. And then I've added this little guy here. This is like a butt plate, about a 3/4 inch butt plate. It comes in a box like this that appears to have been delivered by the Pony Express, or the Pony stepped on it, one or the other. And by putting this pad on here and taking off the Velcro strap, this is now a dedicated short barrel rifle. And here's the amazing thing. ATF says these are so much more deadly than any other kind of gun. For example, this will shock you. This is a Glock 19, or this is a Glock 34. Boring as dirt. 9mm Glock, look, takes G17 magazines. But this Glock 34 is more deadly. If I was, could I be like sort of President Biden? It's more deadly. It really is. Do you have any daughters? Not only that, this is shocking, and this will shock you even more. This is so deadly, it's more deadly than this. Now you'll notice this is actually shorter than the short barrel rifle. This is a Kel-Tec sub 2000 folding 9mm rifle. Wow. And you know what? It's really boring. Takes Glock magazines, G17 magazines, whoop, just like that. But somehow, this gun, a short barrel rifle, is terrifyingly more dangerous than this or this. Let me give you a hint. You want to see what's dangerous? Bullets are dangerous. Cartridges are dangerous. These three guns, one is no more dangerous nor more concealable than the others if you know what you're doing. But you shoot bullets out of a gun, now that can really hurt you. So I just wanted you to see this guy. I'm going to be shooting it. I like it a lot, and I paid the $200, so I'm going to shoot it a lot. When we come back, we're going to talk about very sharp things. This week's Triggered is brought to you by Taurus USA. Always ready, always bring it. Stoger, everyday tough. SDS Imports, Thesis. Thesis means quality. Hunter's HD Gold. They change so you don't have to. And MTM Case Guard. Quality shooting sports accessories. Welcome back to Triggered, where we're about to get very, very sharp. This is the ADAPT ADA PPT hunting knife, skinning knife, designed by my good friend Tim Wagner, produced by V Knives, a new knife company that makes some really, really great knives. Tim has been a major figure in the gun culture for a long time. He started out making knife sheaths, and then he started a company that was making, I don't know, those new plastic holsters, called it Kel-Tec. And eventually Kel-Tec became the standard against which all other Kydex holsters were compared. You could go to a shooting match and see 75% of the people there in Kel-Tec holsters. Well, Tim, a longtime friend of mine, Tim is also an accomplished big game hunter, an accomplished knife designer, an accomplished chef who blends his own special spices. So every so often, Tim produces a custom knife. Or for a while, he made them for Spyderco designs, I think C48, C49, which are among the most sought-after collectible Spydercos. But I have had several of his knives. Lucky to have my name on some of them. These two. One of these knives has been with me on every hunting trip that I've ever gone on. He briefly did a deal with Timberline, and I had those knives, a set of those knives. But what I did is one of them is with a PH in Africa, one of them is with a PH in Texas, something Tim very much agreed with. But now you can get one of Tim Wagner's knives through V-Knives. So we have links, of course, michaelbain.tv, you can find the links there. But Tim builds an incredible knife. This one, assisted opening feature on it. I need to adjust it, but it comes with wrenches, tools to adjust it so you get just exactly the right feel. This will be with me in Africa. So, Tim, thank you very much, brother, and thank you for all you have done for the culture, and thank you for the meals you've cooked. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Triggered. I've already mentioned my good friend Stephen Hunter's newest novel, The Bullet Garden, on the podcast. And I've gone back and mentioned it again on the podcast because I've had a couple of podcast listeners say, hey, you just casually mentioned this book in passing. We bought it. It's a great book. You need to tell more people about this book. Stephen Hunter is a close friend, a good guy, literally one of the best action novelists in the country. Of course, the Bob Lee Swagger books. This particular novel, The Bullet Garden, is about Earl Swagger, Bob Lee's father, and what he did in World War II to stop German snipers. Absolutely fascinating. And I'm not necessarily a World War II like action adventure guy, but I started reading this book. I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning 2 nights in a row. I want to read you just a tiny bit of classic Stephen Hunter on the grease gun, the 45 ACP machine gun in World War II. A wartime rush job built actually by an automobile manufacturer. It was just an assortment of stamped metal parts welded more or less together in a hurry. It had that, hey kids, let's build a machine gun look to it, the complexion of a hand grenade, and the grace of a coat hanger. Only Stephen Hunter can write like that about guns. The Bullet Garden, Stephen Hunter, it's already a bestseller. Pick it up as soon as you can and send Steve a note and said, hey, I got this because Michael Bain said I should get it. Okay, kids, as always, you can find anything we talk about here. You can find the links on michaelbain.tv. And you can see us on michaelbain.tv, all the back episodes, and they're all free. You can also still see us on YouTube for a little while longer. Also on Rumble, I'd like to thank MTM Case Guard, who makes tons of plastic that now lives in my gun room, for helping me organize my largely disorganized life. We will see you next week.